this point in time, I have no interest in the medical or non-medical benefits whatsoever of cannabis to anybody. What I am interested in as the chairman of the Athletic Commission is to bring this to the attention of the commission that there may be and there may not be a potential conflict now in our state law as it pertains to our NSAC regs. So in the past, the commission has basically said, we're okay if you have cannabis in your system at 150 nanograms per milliliter. And that's been the reg for quite some time. As we all know, on January 1st, cannabis recreationally became legal in the state of Nevada. And from a state of Nevada's perspective, that is no different than alcohol now. Now, while we don't allow fighters to fight drunk, we could leave the reg where it is and say, well, you're still allowed to do it, but 150 nanograms per milliliter is where we feel comfortable. Commissioner Carpenter and I were having that discussion this morning. So all I want to do is be out in front of this and not behind it. And I do not want to be in a position where we have fighters before us making an argument, because it will come. So I will get out in front of it and make it for them, that this is legal now. So this 150 nanograms per milliliter is no longer legal. And I don't want to get into that discussion here today, but you can see the controversy coming. From a cannabis perspective, I think we have a conflict now, a potential conflict. And what I'm recommending to our commission is that we move forward with, I guess I would call it an open regulation project. We need to, in my opinion, host some workshops. We need to hear from the cannabis community. We need to hear from the fight community. We need to hear from the promoters. We need to hear from the doctors. We need to hear from regulators. We need to hear from lawyers and attorneys and anybody else who wants to participate actively and productively in the public process of bringing all the information that they can bring forward for our commission to entertain sometime in the near future about what we would like to do as it pertains very specifically to the testing of cannabis, and should we or should we not do it, and if we do it, is 150 nanograms per milliliter the right number? What are the health and safety benefits or deterrents? Are we giving anybody a strategic advantage while they're in the ring if they're under the influence of cannabis at a heavy level? We need to understand all of those things. I think that I would like to hold March or April a special hearing to hear all of this. Our commitment to the public and to the fight community was that we were going to commit the energy and anything that it took to make sure that 467, after it was finally adopted, would continue to evolve with the issues of the day, and that we would not let this reg, our guiding document, fall behind